Do you enjoy going through hell? We literally just met after all these years. That which I have been waiting for a long time. Okay. If I can't survive the bullet hell, how can I win this fight? Right. Okay, why was I just stuck there? I'm pretty sure I was able to move. Well, I did it! Apparently not, but... Happy holidays, ladies and gentlepugs. Hope y'all having a really nice December Wednesday today. It's me, your favorite netherite cyborg, Puggy, and welcome back to episode 23 of this Let's Play the Calamity Mod Season 1. Alright, you can already notice, things look a lot quicker than they were in the last episode. Well, why is that, you wonder? Let's just go to my settings real quick and to video. Because I set my frame skip to either off or subtle. Now it is back on, so we are far faster than before, so now everything should go smoothly. Once we upgrade all the armor, and just maybe we'll take on the Supreme Witch. Alright, and I defeated the Exo-Mechs a lot more by the Spine of Thanatos, and of course, the Photon Ripper. Both of which are extremely good melee weapons. But I'm more focused on summoner gear now because I managed to take down the last two bosses as a summoner. And also we got the legendary exoskeleton of Ares. And with this weapon, we can choose any weapon that we wish. And now, looky here.
I'm the Exo-Mech.
Ain't that just amazing? And these things are extremely powerful. Did a lot of test runs. They destroy the Exo-Mechs in a matter of seconds. Alright, and before we wish to make anything, we have to first get Drayden's Forge, and of which will not be super hard to do, because we practically have everything needed. Got the Cosmic Anvil, a Titanium Forge, and practically everything else needed here. Except Auric Bars. No matter. Look at that. They're just ready to strike at any given opportunity. Yes, that is the power of the exoskeleton. Yes, one magnificent weapon. What are y'all aiming at me for?
A few moments later.
And done! Alright, and we should still have some Yaron Soul Fragments. Yes, we got more than plenty left over from our previous fight. Ready then. And now, I'm gonna need a lot of these bars. It's only worth 20. Oh man, we need so much more than that. Fortunately, it is enough to get us started with what we need. That being this very forge. Alright, so... There. We should have enough of everything. Now to make this very forge. Yep, there we go. Drayden's Forge can be placed a Plasma Lattice Nano Forge powered by limitless exo energies. Functions as every major crafting station simultaneously, which is amazing. Cosmic Anvil, any hard mode forge, Dangerous Workshop, the Ancient Manipulator, Auric Bars, Exo Prisms, and Ascended Spirit Essence. We're gonna need far more of these if we're gonna make everything that we desire. Alright, there we go. Now, I don't think we can make anything too special at the moment, because we still need far more Auric Bars. Exo Prisms can't be used for anything but armor, but Miracle Matter is what we can use for practically everything else. I'm gonna start off by making something super easy that we should have done pretty much after we have defeated Doggo. But no worries, which is the Altar of the Accursed. It can be placed, offers ashes of calamity at this altar to summon the witch. Doing so will create a square arena of blocks, with the altar at its center. The witch enrages when I'm outside of the arena, and used for special crafting. 30 brimstone slags, 5 Auric bars, and a core of calamity. Alright, so now we need to get a lot more Auric bars. No problem. You're wondering, where am I gonna put this altar? You forgot about the arena we used to fight Yar on. We're putting it in the Sulphurous Sea. For that, we're gonna need far more Auric bars to test our new weapons that we're going to make very soon. Hello there. Not that much of anything useful. Well, that's just too bad. No, alright. We have enough. Now that I'm looking at it, I didn't realize Drayden's Forge was actually that big. Pause. Alrighty then, let's get some more bars. And now that's enough for 40. Alright. And how much miracle matter do we need for everything that we're going to make with these bars? Alrighty then. It's just one for each thing, so just 10. An Ascended Spirit Essence, it doesn't even need to be massively used, so we're practically in the clear of farming excessively for everything that we seek in this episode. So yeah, that's just how the video is gonna go. We're just gonna keep on doing some upgrades and get some new weapons, and at the end of the day we may fight a witch. Alright, now it's time to get some miracle matter. It's a material, its amorphous form contains one is required for every exo weapon. And from what I can see, there's 10. But this one can only be obtained after beating the witch. Alright, and to make it, 5 exo prisms, 5 arc bars, a life alloy, a core calamity, an ascended spirit essence, and 3 galactica singularities. Alright, now that's one step complete. Now, to get our first weapon, we must gather the required ones, some of which we already have. One of them we're gonna have to obtain easily. Yes, we already got one, that being the Entropic Claymore, the Terraria. Alright, there should be another one that we already have. Anarchy Blade, yep. Yeah. Everyone forgets how big that weapon truly is. Pause. Alright, now we're just missing one. So we already had the vast majority of the required weapons for the Exoblade. We're just missing one. And it's no big deal to me because it's insanely easy to make. Alright, just gotta grab the right amount of bars and get some obsidian because you literally have no hellstone bars! There! We got everything for the first weapon. But first, we need to get our hellstone bars. And there we go. Got 8 of them to be exact. Alright, didn't craft this weapon before, but we're doing it now. The Flare Frost Blade. 204 melee damage, 23% crit chance, slow speed, insane knockback, still a material, fires a homing Flare Frost orb, cryonic bars, hellstone bars, and a Soul of Light. I need to see how the projectiles look. Okay, how powerful are they? Where are the signs? And exomech arms, please do not kill it. I should expect less from this weapon, but okay. Now the pinnacle of one of 2 weapons we're gonna craft is complete. Now we can make the Exoblade. 1,498 melee damage, 23% crit chance, snail speed, insane knockback. Press left click to release multiple energy beams that home in on enemies and slice them on hit. Press right click to dash in the direction of the cursor of the blade. Enemy hits from the blade during the dash result in massive damage at a rebound. Press left click immediately after a rebound to perform a powerful dash. Powerful slashes are larger, heal you, and create a large explosion. And to make it, you need the Terraria, the Entropic Claymore, the Anarchy Blade, Flare Frost Blade, and 1 Miracle Matter. The weapon is slow, but it is big! Its potential is limitless. I must test this weapon. Now then. Alright then, Drayden. I wish to do a test run of the Exoblade against your mechs, if you wish. if you don't mind. Yup, this is doggone strong. Love it. Look at that power. Look at this. Look at this power. How could they possibly survive these attacks? There's so much power. I'm pretty sure true melee strikes are what caused me to heal. Could be wrong. But we'll find out soon enough. And yes, I am wearing Draden's Heart, so that way I can rapidly heal in boss fights now, rather than deal a massive amount of damage. Yeah! The Exo Blade ain't half bad. But I need a more suitable test subject. That one that doesn't kill me instantly.
Yoron, he's a good subject.
Forge this weapon to greater heights. Alrighty then. Okay, Exoblade, you are now godly. 1181. Now I wonder, can I only get healed when I hit an enemy with true melee? And also, I never read this. The Exo Chair. Writing physics defied gamer chair. This is amazing. If we're talking about healing with a melee attack, I will test it against Thanatos, since it's a worm boss. Alright, and there goes the whole town in that one building again. Yeah, it is powerful, but against a boss like Thanatos, it does cause exceptionally high amounts of lag. Because it's multiple projectiles hitting multiple parts of a single enemy. Yeah, we should expect that. Yeah, I don't think the healing factor is that bad. But it should be stronger if we're using true melee. Okay, good to see we survived for that long, especially in all that lag. One weapon left, and we should have all of the needed weapons immediately. Just gotta check. Yep, there's one. Ooh. Three. And we're just missing one more. Just like the last time, some things never change. This time around we have to head back to the Abyss. And because of my insanely powerful new weapons, dealing with those mobs should not be a single issue. Yeah. And against mini bosses, we'll get to test the Exoblade's true power. I mean, it said it has a healing factor, but I just don't believe it. Eventually, we're gonna find out how the healing factor of the Exoblade works, but it'll be a while. Missile diving gear on. Now, let's go. Yeah, this dash is lovely. So yeah, we'll be at the bottom of the Abyss in no time at all. It's gonna be too easy to get down there. Aren't there any dangerous mobs that should be stopping us right now? Or are they just all too scared of my new Exoblade? Yep, we're already in the Abyss. And luckily, the Rod of Harmony does not allow the adult Eidolon worm to spawn after teleporting continuously, which is a good thing. This increases our chance of survival by a massive amount down here. Well, until we get to the final layers of the Abyss. Very, very quickly, let Dragon Rage come out to play. That only took a few seconds to take care of both of those mobs. Is this really the best that the Abyss has got now? Or am I just being too cocky because of how powerful my weapons are? Nevertheless, I should never get too overconfident, otherwise it'll be the end of me. Now we just need to get a colossal squid to spawn. Good. Okay, I'm gonna have to kill another one. No, Puggy, because we just got one down there. Yeah, there we go. That was easy. And the juvenile idolin worm? It's already dead. Yeah, Exoblade, pretty good. Ah, there, see? After the dash, and when you attack with right. After the dash, and when you attack with the left. After the right click attack, and then you attack with left click, the healing effect is even stronger than before. Now I understand. Get on out of here. Alright, I forgot to place down the altar, but we'll do that after weapon and traveling back to the Sulphur Sea. Alright, the Cosmic Immaterializer. 783 summon damage. No knockback, uses 10 mana, summons a Cosmic Energy Spiral to fight for you. The orb will fire swarms of homing energy bolts when enemies are detected by it. Requires 10 minion slots to use and there can only be one. Alright, and Elemental Axe, Ethereal Subjugator, Cosmo Lamp, Calamari's Laminate, and a Miracle Matter. Okay, so we can't use it because we're using our melee armor right now. But with our summoner gear, there we go, we have it. Everything looks like it'll go good once we begin our fight against Calamitas. Alright, I'm pretty sure with our last few minion slots, we can take more Exomech arms. Oh, actually, we can only take 2. Okay, and then the Immaterializer should... Oh, we can only use 1. What a shame. Or we can just replace it entirely. Let's get our Ashes of Calamity, and then we'll head on over, place the altar down, and give ourselves a few test runs against the Supreme Witch. Alright, and it's time for the first test battle. Alright, first, melee gear. Let's see how this one shall go. Do you enjoy going through hell? We literally just met after all these years. That which I have been waiting for a long time. Okay. If I can't survive the bullet hell, how can I win this fight? Right, I have a plan to learn her attacks. We're gonna keep our frame skip on subtle or off, so that way we can memorize the bullet hell attacks. And once those have ceased, then we will go back on the offensive with frame skip set to on, so that way we can dodge her actual attacks much quicker and deal as much damage as humanly possible.
Now, first 2 tests, melee gear. Alright, we gotta survive the bullet hell attacks first, before we can take on the true first form. The first phase isn't always too bad. Put the gamer chair, leave me alone. My first fight with Supreme Calamitas in years. Let's see if I still got what it takes to win. I'm pretty sure I do. Here we go. Now the true first phase begins. Don't tell me that's all you've got already. Don't get cocky, Puggy. They always pull a trick up their sleeve at the last few moments. Oh, this is the very beginning. Alright, here comes another phase. Yeah, always easier when it's like that. Okay, here we go again. Surprised I'm still alive now? I thought this would be tougher. At this level of power, you won't even be a snap from my cybernetic jaws.
Okay, why was I just stuck there? I'm pretty sure I was able to move. So yeah, I think I can finally break my melee boss fight death streak. or non-killing streak. Alright, with Calamitas, she doesn't have as much health as the Exomech, so it's only 1.84 million HP, so this fight, it should not be too bad. I'm hoping that's gonna be the case. I mean, back whenever I played the Calamity Mod for a long period of time, she was literally the toughest boss and had 8.8 million HP, which was, and just like Yaron, couldn't beat her one time. And this time around, after being unable to defeat Supreme Calamitas for several years, I am confident that things will be very different. Alright, let the first phase begin.
Don't expect me to go super easy this time. I'm giving it everything I've got. Alright, flawless. First bullet hell. People saying this would be hard. Well, here comes the true phase 1. The Photon Ripper is much better at this phase than the other weapons that I possess. He should have just died. That's what everyone thinks too. But they always underestimate my power. Okay, now that's a different projectile. Might you worried about it? No. There we go, the hearts are gone. True phase 1 starts now. And here comes phase 2 of the bullet hell. Hold on, that one was shorter than I thought. Don't tell me this is the limit of your power already, and we're just getting started. This is far easier than the mini times I fought you before, when you were at your prime. What's wrong, Supreme Witch? Oh, tuck it out. You're making it so easy on me, so thanks. Really appreciate that. Oh, your brothers have returned. It's really horrible, isn't it? I have read your lore, and yes, what has happened to all of them is truly brutal. Impressive. Most impressive. Cataclysm and catastrophe. Brimstone Warrior Supreme. Suffer greatly. Have I not been that way for the last several years? Yes. Just hoping that soon it ends. You got close. You got close to taking me down. Almost for sure there. Okay, you just might be able to kill me now.
A few moments later.
Yeah, you were able to get past phase 1. Alright, so now, let us have a summoner gear test. Now I will become the contraption. With the exoskeleton of Ares, Calamitas won't even be a challenge to me anymore. Proceed with these test battles now.
Surely, this will end practically the same way. I'm only going through hell multiple times to better learn all of your moves. Because once I master everything, I will become the Grand One. What am I talking about? Never mind, enough fooling around. Alright, let the first phase begin, and let the carnage of Ares' exoskeleton commence. Alright, some of you have not learned that already. Of course, I got ratings hard for both of myself, so that way we can survive unconditionally lost. Now you'll experience my Summoner Gear's true power. I think my Summoner Gear is the best for this fight because I can still light steal. Though I still can with my melee gear, it's just not as effective as before. Alright, the silver armor set bonus has been activated. We will dish out anything else.
Well, apparently not, but that was a pretty good attempt. we shall remain summoner for the whole fight. Because it has the highest DPS output, and we can consistently heal due to lifesteal on this set being completely limitless. Alright, my exoskeleton is prepared. Let's do this. Let's get serious now. And it's gonna be forever unsubtle, so that way we survive longer. I never realized how creepy her laughter can be. Then again, I just did laugh. Then again, I laughed like an absolute psychopath during our last turbo dismount video. Let there be carnage! Now, time for the true fight to begin. Holy moly! Look at all that damage! Yeah, your doppelganger was really disappointing, but it did put up a good fight to the very end. Wield it for myself? Nah, I've been protecting my NPCs from danger the whole time. If I was truly wielding it for myself, I would have been just like the tyrant. And I'm far more selfless than you believe. Your brothers have been reborn, and the tragedy that had struck them when you were just a child, it was tragic. And I actually feel remorseful for you for that very moment. Most impressive. I will admit, your attacks are impressive from Cataclysm and Catastrophe, but, unfortunately, it is not enough. Very impressive, Cataclysm. They will come back, I am sure. Now the fight picks up. Come, I will show you the biggest difference between our intents, you and I. As long as I live, I will suffer. Indeed. How well do you think I know of true suffering? You think that is not how I lived? What are you doing now? What the heck? A brimstone black hole? Did it really have to go this far? I really should have died. But it's too late to stop now. This fight must end, one way or another. That siphoned my HP, even though I was far away, even though I was just in it for a brief second. That is a truly terrifying weapon. I have to always remember that is still following me. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it's the tyrant you're referring to. I know who you're talking about, Calamitas. I truly do. Don't tell me this is the end already. No stake in this battle. No one gave me a say. You're right. I just do it to survive. Every day, every night. And for how much longer will I keep doing it? That I don't know. But now, unfortunately, this is how things must end. Your army pet is back, huh? Let us... Well then, I might as well send him a little greeting. sadly, this is how things end! You have no future? Calamitas. Only one path forward. Your path is not death. I have foreseen. We did it! One try! Calamitas, you have only begun to discover the true limits of your power. And I know you can use them for a greater cause. Join me. Join me. And together, we can stop the tyrant's madness. With our combined strength and capabilities, you and I can end this destructive conflict in the lands of Terraria, and we will helpfully bring order to our entire world. We have done it. And I did this in only one episode. It was not easy to say the least, but we have surely done it. After so many years, I have finally achieved what I couldn't for so long. Calamitas. None have borne the brunt of misfortune quite like the Brimstone Witch Calamitas. When I first saw her, she was still a girl, prostrated in my court, garbed in a coward rags as she trembled. I could not grasp the unfathomable, raw power of the fell magics that coursed through her. She could scant control it herself. Permafrost recognized this immediately. With a pain-faced, he counseled me to look after her. The witch entered his tutelage, and soon after my service, she was ablaze with desire to douse the gods in her wicked wrath. Indeed, the faithful already quaked in her presence. Her name was a moniker of theirs, one uttered quietly in fear. In my campaigns, I counted on her sheer capacity for annihilation as my ace in the hole. No man, army, city, or god could stand against her unbridled fury. Eventually, the girl's horrific sin was too much for her to bear. She left my side along with her mentor. The weight of her deeds haunts her to this day. She despises me, and I cannot blame her. Please, if you would, show her respect, or I did not. That I will do for the rest of my days. She is a strong, worthy fighter, and if I'm able to help her, then everything should go right in the future. Hopefully. And now, Saito Sure, you now stand at the brink of infinity. The power you have amassed is extraordinary. Valor and deceit, truth and falsehood, loyalty and betrayal. You are beyond these notions. You have rent all asunder as they crossed your path. The very land now bends to your will. Do you not see how the grass parts where you step, how the stars illuminate where you gaze? Terraria itself kneels to you, whether it be out of fear or respect. This is the strength the dragons wield, the primordial power they commanded. Little stands between us now. If you did not seek battle with me, I doubt you would have come so far. When you are prepared, seek the grave of light, and submit of the Dragonary. I await your challenge. That challenge will not be done by just me alone, Lord Yaram. I will be ready. Mark my words. Now time to see what is in this coffer. Oh, we got a melee weapon. Violence. Releases a blazing fork which stays near the mouse and shreds enemies. Ooh. So this is one of the many weapons I saw when someone first fought the Exomax, and they were first released. Alright. Perdition. Okay. Wait back. Please, let me just look at all the weapons first. And let me adore them! Perdition, 989 summon damage. Insane knockback is 10 mana, summons a beacon at the position of the mouse. When a target is manually selected via right click, it releases torrents of souls from below onto the target. 5 minion slots to use, and only one beacon may exist at the time. Not bad. And Heresy. Not bad at all. And the Ashes of Annihilation. We can now use them to make Shadow Spec bars. And the Iridescent Excalibur. I forgot about that. Shall we do it now? Now, we just need to get a couple more Miracle Matter. Okay. We still don't have enough to make everything that we need. We are just missing cores of Calamity.
Alright, also missing ashes of Calamity. And we need 3 of each core. Well then, that is no problem for me. Well, there goes that again. How much miracle matter do we need? 3, and we only have 2. What could we possibly be missing? We got all the cores. Ah, 1 more core of sunlight. But quick maybe fix.
There we go, another core of Calamity. And that is 1 more miracle matter. So now we have enough to make the iridescent Excalibur. We just need to get the actual Excalibur out first. So we need to get more Howler bars. But we already have plenty. We just need 12. And pretty sure we only need 12 Chlorophyte bars to make it to the true Excalibur. Yep, there we go. We got our Excalibur. And then we can make it to the true Excalibur. Alrighty then, and for the final craft of the episode, we are finally gonna make the iridescent Excalibur. 4,920 melee damage, 34% crit chance, average speed, insane knockback. True melee strikes freeze the enemy. Fires rainbow beams that change their behavior based on their color. Press right for true melee. True Excalibur, the Order Bringer, 3 miracle matter, and 15 ashes of annihilation. Yes, and for those of you that don't know why this weapon was made, this is a reference to the Elemental Excalibur from both the Exo Avalon, well, from all 3 versions, the T-Config Avalon mod, the Exo Avalon Source mod for 1.2.4.1, and Exo Avalon Origins, of which currently exists, but because it doesn't have enough content, I most likely am not going to play it right now. So that's definitely going to be my next planned Terraria series, but because we are missing plenty of big content from the previous mods, I'll give it a rest with the Terraria content for a while once we finish this series. I will test this weapon's power. I'm gonna do one last test, and I'm pretty sure it will be grand. Yes, grand indeed. It should have a greater effect if we were wearing melee armor. But overall, the iridescent Excalibur is an amazing weapon. Look at how quickly it's taken down the Exomechs. Well, mainly Eras. And true melee strikes with this weapon should freeze the enemy in place, just like its Avalon mod counterpart. I honestly thought that it would consistently heal me after striking an enemy. I guess that only goes for melee. But nevertheless, that's the end of the video. I can't believe it. We did it! We managed to beat Calamitas after only a few attempts, just moments after we crafted our strongest weapons ever. And of course, that is the 3rd boss in a row we have defeated using summoner gear. Well, that's a pretty big milestone for future summoner playthroughs. It turns out that summoner could be my top class of Terraria from now on. But nevertheless, this was a good time. Now, I hope y'all have enjoyed watching me truly lose my sanity, and as always, thanks for watching y'all. Have a swell happy holidays, and until next time, Puggy out. Enjoy the lore. Lore of Supreme Calamitas. Calamitas' true name is unknown. She was born in a mountainous region to a family of extremely skilled mages whose destructive powers rivaled those of demigods. They taught her how to use how to master the vehement and volatile natures of dark magic, without giving in to the negative emotions that these powers can inflict upon the wielder. The dark is within all of us, but when gazing into darkness, the darkness also gazes into you, her father told her, quoting the famous philosopher. However, one morning, after a particularly heated clash with a rivaling faction, Calamitas woke up to find her parents and siblings dead, hung on crucifixes by an angry mob. Filled with hatred and rage, Calamitas forgot what her parents had taught her, and brought devastation upon the mob, burning them with hellfire and teleporting them to the underworld to be tortured for eternity. Calamitas, defeated and sobbing, retreated to her now vacant cave, carved out in the mountainside, taking to practicing the magic of necromancy in order to revive her parents and two brothers. After her success in bringing back her siblings, she heard an ethereal and almost mesmerizing voice, telling her to seek refuge in the jungle. Following this, Calamitas wandered toward the jungle. Entranced by some unknown force, she found her way into the jungle temple, where Yara, the man who had spoken to her, resided. He had felt her mastery over the arcane due to her immense and manic outbursts of destructive power. He eventually recruited her into his army after several long and persuasive talks over what truly matters in the world. When Amedius refused to help Yaram in a ritual to awaken a slumbering god, Yaram had Calamitas incinerate the oceans as her first mission, thus causing the Desert Scourge to go on a rampage. But somewhere deep in her psyche, a shard of benevolence still existed. Weeks passed. Each day, she argued more and more with herself over what was necessary to achieve a goal, and ultimately began distrusting Yaram. One day, Calamitas met with Yaram and attempted to conceive him that his logic is flawed. Yaram heard none of it, and sent her immediately out of his throne room. That very same day, Calamitas betrayed Yaram by unleashing the ancient golem by using one of the ancient power cells. The golem rampaged through the temple, distracting Yaram and his soldiers. Calamitas used this time to escape. After Yaram and his men obliterated the golem, he cursed Calamitas for her betrayal. Due to distance, the curse had lessened impact on her, but it still managed to worm its way into her mind years later. Over the time, the curse slowly drove her mad, and ultimately, she ended up returning to Yaram's side after the deaths of Brayla and Status. Yaram had since removed the curse in exchange for unfallible servitude and unimaginable cruelty towards his opponents.